Hey guys, right now we're going to do a few repetitions of come when called and stay. And when we ask her to stay, we're going to get her to sit. So I'll talk about the e-collar really quick. This top button on the side, it's black button. It's a vibrate, and the vibrate turns into stimulation. And she knows to sit when she hears that vibration, or when she feels that vibration. The second button down is going to be a tone, and she knows to come when called when she hears the tone. And if we're healing, she knows to get closer to you. And then if she doesn't respond to the tone that she hears, she's gonna get stimulation after 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna do this in practice right now. I'm gonna say, Trixie, come. She'll hear the tone. She's responsive to that. And then I'm gonna tell her to sit, and I'm gonna use the top button, sit. Good. And she did that. Now when I tell her to stay, I'm going to show her the stay signal, which means to stay. And then I'm going to walk away. If she gets up, she's going to feel this red button on the front face of the controller, which goes straight to stimulation. It's going to be a correction for her. And I just did that. And you see what she did. She sat right back down. Sit. She'll scratch her neck a little bit. That's because it annoyed her, but that's okay. Trixie, come and sit. Stay. Stay. Trixie, come. Good girl. Good. You want to get paid for that? Good. Stay. Sit. Sit. Stay. So that's important that we just saw that. So what happened was Trixie got up before I released her. Instead of letting her come all the way to me, I walked her down and put her under pressure. Sit. And I did that by the black button at the top, which was to vibrate, and then it goes into stimulation. Alright, the reason it's important that we put pressure on her when she gets up is because we need her to know that if you get up and you're not released, you're gonna fall under pressure. So that we can get her to understand, sit, that there is consequence for her actions. If she does not hear her name or her release and she gets up, there's going to be a consequence. And the consequence isn't complete freedom, the consequence is stimulation. And that's a corrective action because she's not responding and she's not behaving. But the more that we get this, you can see when I put her under pressure, she just doesn't run away. She knows what we're asking of her, and I tell her what we're asking of her, which is to sit. And so she sits right back down, and that's how she has to relieve the pressure. It's important that when we put her under pressure, we keep her under pressure until she responds accordingly. If not, she's going to realize that the pressure just comes and then it goes away. If she just withstands it, she doesn't have to respond correctly, then the pressure will just go away, and we don't really want the dog to feel that way. Later in life, I don't want to have to use any correction. I don't want to have to use any pressure. But right now, she has to understand that if she doesn't comply with what we're saying, she's going to fall under pressure until we say, okay. When we say okay, she's free to move about. You don't have to have a treat on you. She just is able to run around pressure-free. So we're going to walk through this a little bit faster. Trixie, sit. Sit. Good. Trixie, come. Trixie, sit. Stay. Trixie, come. Good girl. Trixie, sit. Stay. Sit. Stay. Trixie, come. Trixie, sit. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Trixie, come. Good. Trixie, sit. Good girl. Stay. Trixie, come. first walk away from her, she has a tendency to want to get up, sit. And it's because my energy, I'm pulling her up off of the sit with my energy from walking away, and I show my back to her so she can't see my eyes, so she naturally wants to follow me. Okay. Good. And sit. Good. Hopefully this all makes sense. The buttons again.